Hello guys and welcome to another episode of Real Reviews with me, Chase Lee. This is live, which means if you're watching this live, we'll be going to turn on that Q&A chat awesomeness. You know, if you're listening live or whatever and you want to ask some questions about the movie, you can comment, place right below my face and let me know, and I'll answer it to the best of my ability. So what am I here to review today? Heaven knows what. What does heaven know? You're going to have to go find out what they know because, woo, woo, this is a crazy movie. Let me read you the plot. We have Harley loves Ilya. I'm going to say Ilya because even when I was watching the movie, I didn't understand how to pronounce the name. So Harley loves Ilya. He gives her life purpose and sets her passion ablaze. So when he asks her to provide her love by slitting her wrists, she obliges with only mild hesitation, perhaps because of her other all-consuming love, heroin. What a nice family-friendly story. So before I get into this review, I gotta say that you know, when I was growing up, I didn't really watch drug addiction movies. I was young. I was really young, and I didn't really want to watch those, I guess, quite yet. And plus, my parents wouldn't really allow me. So when I turned 17, you bet your ass, I hit all of them up. So I hit up Basketball Diaries. I hit up Requiem for a Dream, which is my favorite, by the way. And, you know, as I was watching both of those movies, I kind of figured to myself there was not going to be anything else to hold up to that standard. Requiem for a Dream is without a doubt my favorite drug addiction movie. I think it handles the subject matter so well, and it also shows the deterioration of people when something grabs onto them like that and it consumes them. Ellen Bernstein in Requiem for a Dream, great character transformation. The thing is, with this movie, these characters are already addicted to heroin, and we're kind of just like seeing them slum throughout their lives and stuff, you know, getting bags here and there, stealing stuff, making love on the streets, you know, so they're just kind of getting by in life and stuff. So I kind of really like that because we saw more of like the inner struggle between these characters and like just the demons they were facing with inside them. And it's really heartbreaking to watch. This is without a doubt a very graphic movie. So if you're not really into like graphic, you know, realistic depictions of drug use and stuff, I'd probably tell you to stay away from this because it's pretty intense. There's even a couple scenes where my mouth even dropped, but don't worry, no spoilers in this joint. I don't do that. So it's directed by, I'm assuming, the brothers, Ben and Josh Safdie or Safdie. You know what? It's probably one of those or neither one because I am terrible at pronouncing words, but that's okay though. We're all friends here. All right. So they direct this movie, and I've actually never heard of these guys. So going to this movie, I knew it was going to be an independent film of some sorts. It was going to be a very low-budget, small movie, and it works so well for this story and for these characters. And I got to say, the direction is super solid in this movie. We have a very low-budget movie shot in the streets. I think it was it New York? It was somewhere. It was shot in the streets of somewhere, and they shot it in a guerrilla style, so it made it look like they were following around people and not really actors. And the directors brought this real intensity, this authentic feel to this movie to where, like I said, it felt like I was watching people and not actors. That's like the biggest compliment you can give any director, because the director's job is to make this illusion, to present this illusion in front of you and present it as something that is real, but we know in the back of our minds, this is fake. This is fantasy. Doesn't happen with this movie. Throughout the whole time, I seriously thought I was watching heroin addicts. Like, that's how convincing these characters were and how great and powerful the story was on, you know, just how addiction can lead people down these, like, dark, dark paths. And so I got to really commend the directors for doing that. They just created this really just in-your-face real movie. Like, it felt like a real life movie, and that's fantastic. Now, they did choose the stylings of like an old 1970s 80s grindhouse movie with like the music and the title credits and stuff. It works for this story and stuff. I just didn't really find it necessary, but I mean, it's not like it enhances the movie at all or anything. To its credit, it does feel like an older movie, but at the same time, it's it's not really necessary. But I understand their choices in that. And that still doesn't knock away from my enjoyment of the movie. So the direction is super solid in this one, guys. This is low-budget filmmaking at its finest on how you could literally take $5 and turn it into something like that. So let's get into the acting. Now, since I do these things live, guys, I have to pull this up. I really have to. Okay, so the main character is played by Ariel. I'm going to say Ariel something Holmes. She plays Harley. She's the main character of the movie, and we focus on her and her struggles with heroin and stuff. Ilya, played by Caleb Landry Jones. I almost called him Laundry. What the hell? So he's actually the biggest star in this entire movie, and he's been in movies like X-Men First Class, No Country for Old Men, Contraband. So he's the most well-known actor of this entire movie. Now, the other actor that really impressed me is Buddy Duress. He plays Mike, and he plays like Harley's like other. I don't want to spoil anything, but let's just put it this way: Mike and Ilya, the two characters that are friends with Harley, they actually are kind of metaphors for how she is feeling and stuff. So that's all I'll say. So if you really want to see this movie, that's all I'll say. But anyways, the acting in this movie is so strong and so powerful that I was alluded to the fact that these guys were not actually on heroin. They were actors. No way. These guys killed it in their roles. Harley, the main chick, oh my God. Every time I want to say it, like I want to say it wrong. Ariel Holmes. This is actually based on a book that she wrote, which is interesting. But she adds so much depth to this character. We see the struggles of this human being just being taken over by this substance. It is so heartbreaking to watch her performance. Even at the end, the movie ends on it's not like a sad note, but it's more of like a, oh wow, this is still depressing, but it also kind of gives you the notion that everything's going to be okay, or at least better. But still, the movie doesn't end like the happiest of all endings. It ends kind of sour. But her character is just so heartbreaking to watch throughout this entire journey, and it's like you see this human being struggling with this thing that's holding on to her, and it's like you have so much drive and so much passion. You could better your life if you just got rid of this, if you just kicked this habit, but deep down she couldn't. And it's like, I just want to help you so much, Harley. So she kills it in this role. There's so much just character depth to her, and she just brings that just authentic rawness to that performance. It's just it's beautiful. And then Caleb and Buddy, those two guys kill it in this role. Caleb Landry Jones. Now, I've seen that face before, but as I was watching in the theaters, I was like, he's off of something. And then when I looked him up, I saw X-Men First Class. I was like, got it. He was one of the young people in the group. But I couldn't tell because he has like this black wig on, and he's like such an a-hole in this movie, and he does such a good job at playing an a-hole. And I just wanted him to die like halfway through, because I'm just like, dude, you were a nuisance on this character. You were a little cancer. Go away. So Caleb Landry Jones, you killed it in this role, Buddy. And then Buddy Duress, that was his name. I think that's how you pronounce it. This was his very first movie. Like, I didn't see any other credits on his name on IMDb. What the hell? This was great. This was like R.J. Seiler and Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. Very first movie, knocks it out of the park as if they've been doing it for years. He played an addict so well, I thought he was an addict. So Harley, the main chick, played by Ariel Holmes. I'm sorry, I'm mispronouncing like probably 7 ways to sundown. So she kills in this role. She's just very powerful, very heartbreaking, and the other two guys are fantastic, and so is the supporting cast. Everyone else around is very good as well, but it's those three you want to focus on. So the cinematography. This is where I had my few issues with the movie. Now, I did say at the beginning that this movie is more of like guerrilla-style filmmaking, where it's kind of like hidden on the streets and stuff, and it looks like they're following people around. That's fine. When they have two characters talking and they're walking and stuff, they would punch in on this really extreme close-up. And I'm all for shaky cam and found footage style movies because it adds an authenticity to it. I'm okay with that. But when they punched on this extreme close-up and it was super shaky, you almost couldn't even tell what when the face was in frame. That's how much it was moving. And it's like, if you just calm that down a little bit and kind of punch out just a hair, you would have been fine. But that's seriously my only complaints about the cinematography. But the fact that it's shot in the streets like this and everything, like I said, like the way it was shot, it almost seemed like the people that were on the streets walking by it, like as extras. I don't even think they were extras. I think they were actual people, and they thought like these people were actually like heroin addicts asking for money and stuff. Like, I love the way it was filmed. It was just so guerrilla style and just so ground, just I don't even know how to describe it. It was just it felt like I was on these streets with these people, and that's the biggest compliment I can give to the cinematography. And it's actually well shot in terms of the way the characters are placed in the frame and stuff. So it's very artistic as well. But as far as like the handy cam style and stuff, it works for this situation of a movie. So good stuff. Editing wise, this movie's about an hour and a half long, and I'm gonna say this right now. It is a slow burn. It is an extreme slow burn. But I was intrigued as to where this movie was going to go, and if she was going to beat her addiction, if she was going to kick this habit for good, move to a different city or whatever. I was curious about the movie long enough, but I can see that some people might be turned off by the whole slow burning aspect of it. But I look at it as like this. I don't know if this makes any sense, but you guys can take it for what it's worth. Every time when I watch like an addiction movie or like a creepy stalker movie or something and they're slow burns, I kind of take it as like the filmmakers are making this movie so slow that it is seeping into your skin and kind of like getting into your veins and getting into you to where it's almost like, similar to the characters that in the film where like they're taking drugs, it's going through them and it's kind of taking a hold of them. I kind of feel like the filmmaker was doing that where like it's a slow burn. It's really just kind of like hitting you and sinking in and just really taking a hold of you. So I don't know if that makes any sense, but I think that's why it's more of a slow burn than most movies and stuff. It just kind of gets under your skin and stays with you, kind of like an addiction. So, so besides some of the cinematography elements and, some of the choices by the directors, went on with the whole, 80s, 70s look and feel to it, which still doesn't knock from the movie. This is one of my favorite movies of the year. It will be on my top 10 list unless 9 other movies can knock it out. But as of right now, I'm going to say top 3 for sure. This is one of the most powerful, just groundbreaking, raw, just hard to watch drug addiction movies. And I think it totally just nailed everything on its checklist, like directing, writing, story, acting, cinematography, editing, music, besides a couple of quips I had and stuff. And listen, Requiem for a Dream is still one of my favorites. This one is a strong contender as one of my favorites. So, guys, this is a must-see. And unfortunately, it's not opening up nationwide, which kind of sucks. It's only opening up in Dallas from what I hear this Friday, June 12th. So that kind of blows because I want people to watch it. Like I said, it's a very hard R. So I have to warn you, if you were not into those movies, you'll probably not like this one. But if you are and you're really curious about drug addiction movies and you want to watch a really cool piece of cinema, check out Heaven Knows What. I think out of 10, with those minor clips I had and stuff and everything, I'm going to say 9 out of 10. This is a strong movie, and I highly recommend it. So have you seen Heaven Knows What, or have you even heard of it? Comment that place up on my face and let me know. And as always, thanks for watching more reviews live. I'm Chase Lee, and tune in next time for whatever I review next. See you guys later. And you're probably all wondering, like, why is this all dark and stuff? I kind of wanted to make it similar to the movie, how it was dark and depressing, so that's why I don't have a light on. Where am I from? I'm from Dallas, Texas. So that is where I am from. Where are you from, sir? That's weird. I've actually never had like a this is all new to me. I've never had like a question thrown into the box on the side. I'm from Dallas. Can you hear me? I'm from Dallas, Like, I don't, how do you answer back? This is so weird. Am I gay? Huh. That'd be a no. Are you probably asking because I have a bunch of like chest hair poking out right now? Huh. Yeah, that's probably what he means. I like dealing with the trolls, man. So if you want to answer, if you ask me another question, would you like to be in bed with me? Ladies and gentlemen, Tinder, the YouTube version. This is hilarious. Oh, dear God. You're from LA. Oh, man. Yeah, you're a funny cat, man. But thank you for asking those random questions. So thank you. You're the first person that asked the question, can I come hang out with you with my webcam? Yeah, man, we're just going to go super sexy right now. I just want you guys to know this is actually happening. There's someone asking me all these questions. So I'll see you guys next time for whatever review next. I'm sorry I went on a little too long. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'm going to go ahead and play my outro music. All right. Yeah. All right. See you guys later.